Ladies, I'm here tonight on the show. And tonight I'm going to talk about the news in wrestling. So the thing is that I'll get to it. Triple H did retire. I have not mentioned that on here, but he did retire on Friday on the Stephen A. Smith show. He pretty much talked about his story, how he thought he had COVID, but he didn't. He was negative, but they told him he had pulmono, whatever the hell that is. I think it's something with your lungs are swollen, and he got checked. Then he started coughing blood, and then he went to the doctor to get checked out, and the doctor told him. I think he went back home, and then he texted him, you make a fucking like a bag of clothes and come into the hospital. Went out, and then he just went to the hospital. And he told them, dude, you're having. I think your heart, like something about his heart being, it needs to be at least at 50%, and it was down to 30, then down to like fucking 20, and then I think at one point it was down to like 11. So he pretty much was having heart failure. He had had surgery, and he said that if a blood clot or would appear or something like that, he would have probably died. So he announced his retirement. So yeah, man, scary stuff right there for Triple H, man. But Triple H, after almost 20, 25 years of being in the WWE, retires. He says he's not. He said right now he can't travel, so he can't do NXT stuff. But he is back in the headquarters in Connecticut, and he's scouting for new talent like Gable Stevenson and stuff like that. But yeah, Triple H officially announced his retirement from WWE. Here on the CE Sports Show, we officially wish Triple H a speedy recovery and health for the rest of his life, man, post WWE career. Um, Next, Hulk Hogan said in a fucking interview that he thinks that Jinder Mahal is the next Hulk Hogan. I beg you pardon. The only thing that Jinder Mahal and Hulk Hogan have in common is muscles. What the fuck? Hulk Hogan, I don't know what the fuck he's smoking, man. That's terrible, man. Jesus Christ. Jinder Mahal, man. Ugh. I remember when he was champion a few years ago and the ratings went down. Like, they went down. They had to put the WWE. I think they did it in like a fucking live event. It wasn't even on TV. They had AJ Styles beat him for the WWE Championship. It was that bad. They didn't even wait for like a proper storyline, like a pay per view. They just freaking did it on a like fucking live event without TV. Jesus Christ. They're saying Veer Mahan will officially debut April 4 on Raw, but he's not going to have the same gimmick he did when he was with Shinky and Jinder Mahal. It's going to be a different gimmick. All right, we'll see. To me, he's a fucking jobber, but we'll see. We'll see. If anything, I'm surprised they're not doing it with Shanky, who's like the bigger, taller guy. Like, I'm surprised they're doing it with Veer Mahan instead of Shinky. But whatever, because Shinky's he's like almost 7 feet tall. He's a big motherfucker. We'll see what they do. But yeah, let's see here. More news. More news here. They said that Paige Vanderson, the one who debuted on AEW with Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky and Dan Lambert, she actually had it in 2021 conversations with WWE, but I guess she's also a UFC fighter. So they told her you have to quit UFC or MMA, so at least MMA. And she didn't want to, but with AEW, Tony Khan let her do both. So she's doing both MMA and AEW. And that's why she ended up going to AEW instead of WWE. But yeah, let me see here. What happened to my articles? The fuck happened? Let's see here. I just lost all of my articles all of a sudden. A pendejo face for me. Oh yeah, the Arthur of Pain. Remember them? They said that they actually never got fired or like released from WWE. They just chose to go home in 2020 during the pandemic. They didn't want to work during the pandemic. So the Arthur of Pain. Remember they went with Seth Rollins and Bobby Murphy on Monday Night Raw back in 2020. They never really got released because the WWE wanted them to be released. They ended up just leaving because of the pandemic. Just like Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn. The difference is Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn came back. But yeah, it was an interview that the Arthur of Pain chose to leave because of the pandemic. They didn't feel it was a safe working environment. I didn't know that at all, man. But yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, I think that's all, ladies and gentlemen. That's all the news I have. But ladies and gentlemen, all I want to say is I thank you for watching. I'm out like a light.